Oh, I needed to be here today in New Orleans. I needed to stand by the Mississippi River and smell that smell and feel that powerful movement. I needed to smell that certain smell that only New Orleans has, and it's got that Cajun food and those spices, and taste those beignets, and Lord, they melt in your mouth, and my God, they take you away to a place that feels like heaven, and that's my New Orleans. Feels like heaven here. I needed that today. Just my last day. I'm sitting on my balcony and I'm drinking my hurricane, and maybe it's been 2 or 3, and I'm watching the crowds and I see their faces, and everybody here speaks to you like jazz music moves through your body, and you can feel the soft and the warm and the fast and the loud, and everybody here is your friend. You just haven't met them yet, and they're waving to me on my balcony, and I'm watching their faces because I want to feel this vibe. I want to know this buzz one more time, and it's moving through the crowd, and their bodies are seeming in sync to the jazz music, and I don't even know if they can hear it down there, but there's something about this place. Those faces, I've seen them, and some of them look like they haven't ever been here before, and you can see the joy wash over them like they are being bathed in the Mississippi River, and they are feeling what it feels like to be in New Orleans. I can see them looking in amazement and awe. I see them marching down with their beads and their drinks, and hi friend, how are you on this glorious day? Ah, my God, it feels so good to be here. I feel this rush, and I look down, and that's when I see her. She's standing across the street, and she has caramel skin and blue eyes. Her hair is wrapped in a colorful wrap, and I can see the colors from here, and it's a deep, deep purple and a burnt orange, and she's wearing a white cotton dress, and it's blowing in the wind, and I don't feel the breeze. But her dress is blowing in the wind, and she's staring at me like she's drilling a hole through my soul, and I feel like I might know her, but I don't. And I look away, and I look back down to the crowds, and I feel that buzz in the air, and I don't know, maybe that's my hurricanes I feel. But I feel it. And I also feel her stare at me, and I wonder why she's staring at me like that. And I look back over, and she's still there, and I can see the outline of her body as the sun moves through that white dress. And she stares at me, and she's not staring at me in judgment. She's not staring at me in curiosity either. She's just looking at me with that face of an angel, and I wonder, why do I feel like that? Why am I feeling that feeling from her? And I turn my head quickly, and I look in the buildings, and I see the other people on their balconies, and they're throwing their beads, and everybody's having a good time. And this is why I'm here right now. I need to get away. I need to leave all that stuff. I need to leave all that stress and the weight that's pulling my body down. Even though I'm walking, I'm not. And even though I have a smile on my face, there's tears behind these eyes, and the pain is just too much to take. And that's why I needed to be here. And I look back, and I see that she's gone. But I can feel her. Can't I still feel that presence? I need this day. I need to fill up with my blessings, and I need to feel rejuvenated, and I need this to be the last day that I feel any of these. I need to walk away. I don't want to crawl away on my knees. I need to walk away. I need to hold my head up proud, and I just need to disappear. I just need it to be over, and I need to feel my home. I need to feel the warmth over me like a blanket on a cold day and a cold wind blowing, but I don't feel it because I have the wind of New Orleans and the air of New Orleans and the feel of this throbbing jazz music, and it's beating through my heart and beating for my heart. And I need something to beat for my heart today. I'm afraid today. I walk down my stairs and I start to leave the quarter, and I turn around one more time and I say goodbye to my home, where I was born and raised until I left when I was 22 years old. But it's always drawn me back. It's always been my home. And I walk to the Mississippi River and I stand there. And I know that it's going to wash my body away, and they might never find me again, and that's okay with me. I just want to be disappeared. I just want to not life anymore. Have you ever felt that way? Deep down in your soul? And I slowly take my first step into the river, and I stop hearing the sounds of New Orleans anymore, and I don't hear the jazz music, and I'm alone, and I take my second step into the river, and I feel someone take my hand, and it's her. And she looks at me with those blue eyes, and she says to me, "Come with me, I'm your safety. Come to me, I will show you love. Let me hold your hand, and you can forget about everything that's ever bothered you, any pain that's ever broken your heart. I will take it away." And she leads me into the river, and I feel myself underneath the water, and I say to myself, just take a breath. Take a breath in this water and let it go. And I open my eyes, and I'm struggling, I'm holding my breath, and I know this is what I want to do, and I open my eyes, and I look at her, and her arms are outstretched. Her dress is moving the same way it moved when she was standing across the street from me. And her arms reach out in my direction, and she calls me. She calls me with those eyes. And I breathe. I take that Mississippi River into my lungs. And she grabs me. And she holds me. And I feel her warmth in this cold water. Maybe they'll find me someday. Maybe they won't. But I'm home now. I'm home.